What is up, everybody? Welcome to the mess of what is my garage. And yeah, we're working on the right side, on the back side of the BMW, cutting the back of it. I just wanted to show you guys that I cut this side here. Flip the camera. All right. So as you know, my garage has been a mess forever, and here it is. It's really dirty and crappy. I just have to vacuum it and clean it up, but no biggie. It's just disgusting, this car, honestly. But yeah, what I did in this side is put this goop on, or the seam sealer, whatever you want to call it. It came out here. I just put it down there for the time being, which is right here. So I put it back in there and snap it in. But yes, what I did here, I'm gonna show you. I got a car because I don't have a tripod, as I said many times. But the seam sealer, I did add one. You might need two seam sealers. I just did one here. I'm gonna have to go by once again and put seam sealer all over one more time. Here we have the holes that you can see right there for the body kit. But yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and go by, go through the whole fender well, or whatever you want to call this, once again with seam sealer. But what I actually did, just cut the fender and then did the pie cuts, or whatever you want to call it, the small cuts here over with a hammer. Tried to tack weld just some pieces of them, and then after I did that, I just put a tape, as you might see here, this mesh tape right here, and then added this it's not a goop, what's it called? It's the seam sealer. There you go. I added the seam sealer on top. And as I said, I'm going to go once again with some more seam sealer, because I used one whole bottle of seam sealer. But I'm not going to do this right now. I'm actually going to go ahead and get started with the other side. So first thing we're going to have to do on this side, of course, take off the white fender, draw where I'm going to cut, and bada bing, bada bam, bada boom. Of course, gonna go inside the car because yes, it's a mess, the car inside, but it's getting there, you know. After this, I'm gonna go ahead and sand the edges of the body kit, and then it goes to paint. So we're closer to paint than we were before. Now there's some goodies on that box that I received. I'm not gonna show you, it's for a future video. And then there's a bunch of stuff that's gonna go under the car and in the front of the car, which I might told you before. But yeah, so you're gonna get all of that good stuff and all the good videos coming soon. But yes, and of course this sticker has got to go, because it's not for this car, it's for that one, because I got a sponsor for that car with 6-speed, which they're cool, very affordable. Anyways, I have to just move some stuff around, take off this and draw, and then I'll show you where I'm gonna cut. Alright, so here we are once again. Bim bada boom bada bam. Bam boom bim bam. Anyways, so this is where I'm gonna cut. I drew the line already there, and this goes down here. I think I'm gonna do the second line on. That's what I'm gonna cut. That's what I did for the other side. On the other side, I started with this piece right here, a lot thinner, and then I went up. Don't recommend to do that. That was a big mistake, and it took me way longer. And I guess I gotta be careful with the gas pipe or tube that goes to the tank. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna hit it, because it's just goes straight and then down instead of going differently well. But you never know, so better be careful. Anyways, to have that completed there. This might be guessing, or you know, saying to yourselves, why I'm wearing a hoodie in 100+ degree weather and super hot and I'm wearing a hoodie, it's for the reason that I don't have the proper equipment, which I don't recommend you to do. So get the proper equipment, but this is how I always done it. So I'm wearing this because I don't want parts of or pieces or particles of metal on my head or my hair or anything like that. So what is that I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sweat like a little bitch and I'm gonna get a lot of metal on me. Of course, you need protection: face, mouth, eyes, so all type of protection. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut all of this, and I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done. Alright guys, so here's what I'm up to now. I cut the fender. There's a little bit of some foam in here, which just has to be a little bit cut, not too much. Everything's gonna get pushed up, as you see there. Bam, bam, bam. Same thing right there. And I did make some cuts so I can fold this down. What I'm gonna go through then, you'll see some cuts there. That's what you have to do. So if this is your first time seeing one of those, how to white body your car, you have to make those cuts there. So it's not fully cut there, of course. It has to go more inside so I can hammer it up and use Jeremy Clarkson's favorite tool. But yes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pry those pieces of metal down a little bit more. Now I can go ahead and go with the grind wheel and cut that off. Then same thing there, clean it up, smash it up, tack weld it, and then bada bing, bada bam, bada boom, 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 boom. We're done. Well, we'll have to apply the glue. But yeah, so that's what I've done so far. I'll show you when I cut this, and then when I cut the slits to the fender, and then after I hammer them, and then after I goop them, and then yeah, so far so good. You might see there's something. I don't see anything. That might be the tube of the fuel, which is most likely it is that, but good thing I did not touch that. That was perfect. And there's some areas I have to just like trim out, like that right there and that right there, but it's not a big deal. I can go with that piece right there, or I can just tack weld it and then apply the glue, which nothing's gonna happen to that. Honestly, the wheel's not even gonna touch that after even I apply the goop on it. So yeah, and let me show you what the goop or the seam sealer, let's call it goop because it's really and stuff. Let's pack it, because you won't want that, and already it smells horrendous. Just like this. Anyways, that's right there. I use the black. They have gray and white. Paintable, blah 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 blah, cures quick, no deformation, for interior and exterior seams and joints, stays permanently, flexible, paintable, and in Spanish too, and all that shit. And there you go. So I have two of them. One's for the other side to complete that, and then one for here. And then after this, the first set dries, I have to order one of those and put it on. And I'll show you what tape I ordered, the mesh tape. But that's not there, not here, not there right now. I'm gonna go ahead and cut here again and slits, and yep. See you on the. Alright. Here you go. Shit. Cut. Anyway, the grind and metal and all that shit landed in the car. Looks disgusting now. It was kind of shiny now it's crappy. But that's just how it is. Anyways, and now for the next step in our show, it's the pie cuts, what I call it. We just have to and then hammer it, tack weld it. So hammer it, Jeremy Clarkson it, and then weld it up. I'm gonna have to just fix this here a little bit, and I have to be careful with that there, because that is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna touch there. Okay, so that's a beam of reinforcement. Alright, so I'm gonna get cut. It looks like it's a beam of reinforcement, which is okay. No gas, it's just a brace or something like that. I was worried for a second, but it's fine. So now, next step, very important step, pie cuts, hammer it up, well, and bada bing, bada boom, bada bam, bada boom. Much faster than the other side, because the other side was my first time cutting a fender. So, you know, first time, kind of difficult. Second time, much faster, much easier. And yeah, so, oh, by the way, I put this there, this piece of foam. This is from a 3D printer I ordered, to protect the suspension and the air suspension and some wires and brakes and whatever. I don't want to get cut, so I put that foam there to protect it. Very good idea. So if you're able to find some type of packaging foam or anything like that, that's gonna protect it. Very good. All right, so that's done. I'm gonna go ahead and continue the next step and I'll show you what it looks like after. All right, peeps, people from the interwebs and the internet and everywhere else, it's cut. It's pie cut. Now it's not perfectly pie cut, so that's why I'm gonna start hammering it up with the Clarkson tool, or the hammer, as you might know it, more commonly known as. So before I go ahead and take off this tape, I'm gonna start hammering it up, upwards, making sure they touch the fender or the cut line of the fender. And so I start hammering this up, making sure it gets to touch that. That way I can go ahead and tag weld it, and then the tape, and then the goop. Okay, so here we have this. See you on the next part. No, I'm kidding. So I have pie cut the car fender bit here. There's some pieces that I have to just take out like that. Almost took out my eye. Better wear even some more eye protection and shit. But yeah, I just have to trim that piece right there because it's all fucked. Who cares? Really not me. Alright people, so I have done some work, not a lot of work because I've been cleaning the garage a little bit. All the cutting pieces and trash and still some grime of metal and ground and stuff, but that's not what we're focusing on this part. I will take care of that later by myself when I clean this garage. This disgusting garage. Anyway, well, that's not that bad. But everywhere else is just mess. Anyhow, here's what I'm gonna do next. I tack welded it. Did not show you guys because I missed it. But I just was storing the welder and I missed it, so I did put the mesh tape. As you can see, it's kind of like very gluey mesh tape. It looks like it has high, like very potent glue, and I did it through the seams inside and everything. So I gooped it up nice and well. Gotta wait for this one to dry out so I can go with a second coat with a new one, because it's super fender. I already did the other fender, so I just gotta wait until that one dries up. Bam. There's some gapping in there, but that's fine because I have the second coat and that is fully gonna weather protect it. And then after that, after this is all dried up, that part will be pretty much done. I just have to drill the holes for the actual hardware that I'm gonna use, which I'll show you in just a minute. Pretty dope ass hardware. And something here, holes, bam, 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 bam. Drill those out, and drill those out in here as well, because we're gonna go ahead and now put the actual hardware that's gonna go on the car. So yeah. So I'll show you what it looks like, the hardware, so bear with me just a second here. I'll be just 1 second. And alright, so this is the hardware that I got, that I purchased. It's from CSpecDesign.com. It was just about $100 for the whole set, for the whole freaking car, and this is being used in like Z's, and Lambos and Ferraris for hardware for the cars. It's not Downstar, but it's pretty much the same quality as Downstar hardware. It's super dope. I did bought some other ones that I thought were gonna fit, bought them on Amazon. They were cheapy ones, and yeah, that was trash. So I was able to get these ones here. That's the hardware. There you go. And well, it uses weld nuts. I was gonna use rib nuts, but I decided not to because this is much easier and they're really good. So next step right now is find the right size hole, start drilling it, start putting in those there, and that's good. So once I've done all holes in the car, the next step, the true next step, is sanding the edges of the body kit. And yeah, if you're gonna buy, I recommend this one. It's cheaper than Downstar. Downstar is good. If you're gonna go with Downstar is good. But this one's cheaper than Downstar, and it's just as high quality, or equally as high quality. You know, the same quality, and yeah, they're pretty sick though. And they fit the body kit instead of like the ones from that I bought from Amazon that were gonna look. I thought they were gonna be good ones, but they're trash. They were super cheap, but they were trash. So yeah. So as far as hardware for wide body, don't get Amazon, get the real deal. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start drilling the holes to size, and we'll see what it looks like.